saw Mike this morning, and we was talking. I was like, well, what's the future? Not just of wine, but of rootstock, of hospitality. And I would have thought you guys ran out of room, but it doesn't feel like that for you two. So I'm just gonna exit now, asking like, what is it? Because I fucking certainly don't know.
Well, I think Giorgio can probably answer as well as I can. I'll start. But I mean, first of all, Giorgio and I have for many years now been very strong advocates for Aboriginal inclusion in things that we do. And Rootstock obviously was a festival that held that as a very strong mantle in terms of not just education, but cultural input and food, farming, and conversations around that. We work very closely with Bruce Pascoe, who was a great ally, Uncle Max, the elder of Redfern, but also connected to Yuin country, Dwayne Bannon Harrison, who's a great mate of mine and my family as well, and he's down in Yuin country as well, and a great ally for us in terms of creating education and
Uncle Noel,
Uncle Noel and Trish, who are down again in Yuin country as well. And so a major part of what we thought was important and increasingly important from Rootstock number 3 through Rootstock number 5 was talking about sustainability, but through the real lens of agriculture that comes from the Indigenous people of Australia. Like, we can talk about sustainable farming all we like, with shit planted into unseeded ground that comes from invasive species that we brought into this country. But the real strong message we wanted to put across was, what's the native ingredient that's most important? Not shit chucked into a gin by a distiller, but foodstuffs and proper agriculture, aquaculture, and all the ideas that went behind agriculture that came well before the invasion of Australia in 1788. And so that was the next message we were trying to push hard. And we did that. We did a good job of that, I think.
I think you did a great job of that.
Yeah, but we didn't do enough. So the next thing for us, and Georgia and I find this very much important in our lives, is helping as allies and pushing the agenda and making sure people are aware of this. I mean, Giorgio, after bushfires, you can tell your story. What did you do after the bushfires this year? And
yeah, but I didn't know anything special, but like...
Yes, he did.
Uncle Noel...
It sounds like it led into something that was very special.
No, but it's like, it's just... so Uncle Noel and Trish had this amazing Aboriginal cultural center and farm supplying Ben Shuri. They met Ben Shuri at Rootstock. So again, that's why Rootstock is so important to me, because for me it was a platform where
like
people could
LinkedIn
meet.
With people.
That's 100%
where people could meet, and the idea of inviting international producers, the idea obviously of involving First Nation people was this, to make everybody to talk to each other and grow. So like they had this amazing Aboriginal cultural center, and they obviously being badly affected by the bushfire. Everything, their house,
everything.
This is Yuin country, which is south of us.
So it's near Milton,
South Coast, New South Wales,
near Milton. So so I just put some of my wine online, and I raised some money, and we bought some plants, all native plants, and I organized a group of volunteers, and we went down to the farm to replant pretty much straight away. The soil was still hot, literally, but the input for this wasn't what I did. It was more about the energy that Uncle Noel and Trish put into these. Like 2 days after the bushfire, the first thing they wanted to do, before even thinking about building another house for themselves, was replanting straight away to make sure that there is wildlife coming back as soon as possible. So who is going to do that? Which Occidental white man is thinking that way? No one.
No.